think with the introduction of corporate tax, it's a significant development in the UAE, and corporate tax is a lot more complex than value-added tax. So companies really need to think about whether they should have a tax function or not. And if they have a tax function, how should it look like? They also need to have a tax policy or risk management framework, which establishes certain controls and certain processes which the tax department or whoever is responsible for tax should follow. In addition to this, companies should also undertake an impact assessment, which essentially looks at the impact of the introduction of corporate tax on their business and how it applies to them. They should also review their legal structure. They should review their operating model, and they should see how corporate tax impacts that, what changes they need to make in order to comply. They also need to look at certain historical practices, because historically there has been no tax, and therefore companies have been engaging in various practices. For example, you've got companies with no revenue, and they have all the people doing all the work. You also have companies which are doing no work but yet issuing the invoices. So it's really about understanding what they're doing and how they could change things in order to comply and be efficient. And also the companies need to think about the impact for different functions. The finance function, for example, needs to put in place processes in order to be compliant. The legal function needs to review contracts, and they need to look at the impact of tax, potentially if the withholding tax rate increases in the future, to have a withholding tax clause permitting them to deduct withholding tax and pay it to the tax authority. Also, the technology, the IT department needs to look at whether the systems are capable enough for reporting for corporate tax.